At first, we were convinced that we were the center of the universe and the center of our solar system, and that everyone revolves around us. Then we learned that the sun is actually at the center of the solar system and that we revolve around the sun. After that, we learned that there are many solar systems and galaxies all around us, and that we are not at the center of anyone's universe. At each step of what I just described, you can see that each time we take a step forward, we're also becoming less special, less unique. We went from thinking that we're the only thing that matters in nature, only to realize that we become less and less in the center stage, less and less special. Now try to go forward, if you can. If the graph of how unique and special we are is always going down, then where is the last stop? What needs to happen for us to be the least special and the least unique? The ultimate being less special and unique is realizing that all of the planets all around us are all alive, just like us. That they all have plants and animals and people, and that we are the ones with the problem. We are the ones who can't see them, even though they were always just as special as we are. Most of the planets are in fact more special than we are because they are no longer in a stage where they are surrounded in darkness thinking that they are the most special and that they are the only ones that are alive. But you can be sure that all the planets, without exception, went through the same thing we are going through right now. They all thought at one point that they're the only ones that are alive and that they were the perfect distance from the planet that gave them their life, until they were mature enough to understand that all of the planets are perfectly placed and are very much alive, or in the stages of becoming alive, inside the womb. Do you remember when you were inside the womb, there were so many people around you that were all alive, but you couldn't see any of them. You were physically blocked from seeing them, in the same way that we are physically blocked from seeing the life on all the other planets. If we can't breathe in space, if we can't hear or smell in space, what else can we not do in space? We can't see in space. Space is physically off limits to us in the exact same way that the inside of the planet is off limits to us. If you manage to get your body up in space, but can't smell or hear or see anything that's actually there, can you say that you've actually been there? Like I said before, the very little that we do get to see is so we can understand our planet's situation and no more. We only get to leave this dark bubble when our planet gets to leave, and until then, space is completely off limits. I keep using the word planet to describe these spinning spheres, but the word I should be using is root. Let's delve deeper into the subject of having a root, and some of the cool things nature had in store for us since before we were born. All individuals in nature are split in two. Just like trees and plants, we and the animals are also made of two major parts, our body and our root. When you walk around on the surface, you are actually controlling your body from your root. When you make the effort to walk or move in one direction, your body walks and moves in the other direction. It's your root that is making the effort to move, but your body is the only part that's actually moving. The really cool thing about being your root and not your body is that your root, or you, I should say, were built to last a really long time. And I mean a really long time. Your body is the one that actually moves. Your body is the one that sustains the injuries and disintegration, while your root is safely spinning on the inside of our planet. I got a question. Did you really think that nature gave people the power to kill other people? Yeah? Do you think that if some idiot stabs you on the street and you die, nature goes, "Oops, we lost him"? After all the advanced technological effort nature put into making you, do you actually think that nature is just going to say, "Oops," without having a backup plan? Does nature strike you as the type to say oops? Do you really think nature would give that kind of power to any of us as smart or as stupid as we may be, if nature never gave us the power to really make life, why, oh why, oh why, would nature give us the power to unmake it? All we have is the illusion of taking life. We only get the illusion of power. And this is to see what each and every one of us chooses to do with this imaginary power in their own life. If you are killed by a person or an earthquake or a disease or old age, then you don't get to actually leave. You don't get to go anywhere really, because nature has you. You were never on the surface of our planet to begin with. You were always safe and sound in the one place that all the important things can be found in any organism: the inside.